Ah, yes. Another day in the thrilling saga of how many times can life trip Bob. Well, this is just perfect. Of all the times for my car to break down, it had to choose now. You know, they say laughter is the best medicine. Well, whoever they are, they clearly haven't met my sense of humor. My laughter is more of a desperate plea for mercy. If my life were a comedy, it would win an Oscar for Best Tragicomedy. Picture this, a man juggling bills, dreams, and the occasional existential crisis, all while trying to remember where he left his keys. And then there's me, the star of this tragic circus. My life is a sitcom, but the laugh track is malfunctioning. It's just crickets and awkward silence. Maybe I should print t-shirts that say, "I survived another day of hilariously bad luck," and wear them like a badge of honor. At least then people might think it's all a clever joke. But seriously, universe, can we switch genres? I'm thinking romantic comedy or action-adventure. Anything but this tragicomedy where I'm the punchline. Life is like a box of chocolates, they say. Well, mine is more like a box of chocolates with all the good ones replaced by empty wrappers. Sweet, right? And let's not forget my love life, or lack thereof. I'm on a romantic journey, except my ship is sinking, and my only mate is a cat who gives me judgmental looks. Ahoy, Captain Lonely, setting sail on the Sea of Singledom. Work is a blast too. It's like I'm the star of the never-ending play called Meetings and Mundanity. I should get an award for the most convincing portrayal of employee who can't remember where the coffee machine is. Money, the elusive friend who's always one step ahead of me. I'm like a financial ninja, stealthily dodging bills and hoping the landlord won't notice my disappearing act. The vanishing act of Bob, the budgeting illusionist. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Well, life gave me lemons, and I made a sour face. Lemonade requires sugar, which is apparently a luxury item in my budget. Anyway, Bob, keep on truckin'. Maybe one day these difficulties will make sense, or at least make for a decent stand-up routine. Bob's Comedy Hour, laughing through the tears. Sounds like a hit, doesn't it? Hey, what's going on, Alice? You look like you were solving a complex math problem with those bills.
Well, it's kind of a math problem, a financial one. We've got bills piling up, and the fridge is as empty as my optimism about our budget.
I know, things have been tight. We're trying our best, though. Maybe we can cut back a bit more.
That's the thing, Bob. I was thinking, maybe we need to go shopping.
Shopping? Seriously? We're tightening our belts, not loosening them.
I get it, I do. But hear me out. Our pantry looks like it's on a diet, everything's so skinny, it's practically anorexic. We can't keep living on ramen noodles and wishes.
I know, but how can we afford a shopping spree right now? We barely have enough for the essentials.
I'm not talking about a spree, more like a strategic mission. We can buy in bulk, look for sales, and maybe even channel our inner coupon clippers. It's like a financial rescue operation for our kitchen.
A financial rescue operation? Huh. Sounds like Mission Impossible on a grocery store aisle. But seriously, Alice, can we afford it?
If we're smart about it, I think we can. We can plan meals, buy in bulk for things that won't go bad quickly, and stretch our dollars as far as they can go. It's an investment in our long-term sanity.
Investing in sanity? That's a new one. But you've got a point. I'm tired of staring at an empty fridge and pretending condiments count as a meal.
Exactly. We're a team, Bob. We'll make a shopping list, stick to it, and make every dollar count. Plus, it's like a date, a budget-friendly date.
A budget-friendly date? Huh. You sure know how to sell it. All right, let's do it. Operation Grocery Rescue is a go.
That's the spirit. Together, we'll conquer the grocery store and emerge victorious with a cart full of essentials and maybe a couple of treats. It's like the Olympics of frugality.
Alice, I've been telling you, we need to get our finances in order. It's like we're sailing on the SS Debt and headed straight for the iceberg of Brokeyville.
Oh, please, Captain Obvious. Like I don't know we're in a financial pickle. But your idea of budgeting is cutting off my coffee supply. That's just cruel.
Well, excuse me if I'd rather have electricity than your triple shot caramel macchiato with extra whipped cream every day.
Bob, you're overreacting. We're not living in the 19th century. We need electricity, but we also need my sanity, and that requires coffee.
Sanity? You think I'm not losing mine with all these bills piling up? Our financial situation is like a suspense thriller, and I have no idea how it's going to end.
Maybe it'll end with us winning the lottery. I've got our ticket right here. It's a 1 in a million chance, but it's better than your 0 in a million budget plan.
A lottery ticket? Seriously? That's your solution? Our financial strategy is now based on winning the jackpot? Might as well buy a yacht and wait for it to magically appear in our driveway.
You know what, Bob? Maybe I will buy a yacht. At least then I can sail away from your pessimism and live my best pirate life.
Pirate life? What are you talking about, Alice? We can't just sail away from our problems on a yacht. We're not Jack Sparrow.
Well, maybe we should be more like Jack Sparrow. He always finds a way out of tight spots with a quirky plan and a bit of luck.
Quirky plans and luck? Alice, this is real life, not Pirates of the Caribbean. We need a solid plan.
Fine, Captain Bishkill. Maybe we can hire Captain Jack Sparrow as our financial advisor. He'll turn our doubloons into dollars, savvy?
Okay. Maybe we can find a compromise between budgeting and sailing away on our imaginary yacht. Deal?
Deal. And who knows, maybe our financial ship will find smooth waters. Or at least waters with fewer icebergs. We really need to talk about us.
Yeah, I guess so. What's on your mind?
It just feels like we're not on the same page anymore. We're not communicating like we used to.
Well, maybe if you didn't always nitpick everything I do, we wouldn't have these issues.
Nitpick? I'm just trying to make things better, and it seems like you're not interested in putting any effort.
Well, it's hard to put effort into something when everything I do is wrong.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You're always making it seem like I'm the one with the problem.
And you never think you're wrong? It's always me?
No, Bob, that's not what I'm saying. I just wish we could talk without it turning into a blame game.
Fine, maybe we should just stop talking then.
That's not a solution. We can't keep avoiding our problems.
Well, what do you want from me? I can't fix everything.
I just want us to acknowledge that there are issues on both sides. It's not just about who's right or wrong.
Yeah, well, I don't see you admitting to any mistakes.
Maybe I would if I felt like you were open to hearing it. We both need to take responsibility for our part in this.
Fine, whatever. I'll try to be more open or whatever you want.
It's not just about me. It's about both of us working together to make this better.
Well, maybe we should just give each other some space for a while.
Avoiding the issue won't make it go away. Let's at least try to talk about it and find a solution together.
I don't know if talking will solve anything, but if it'll make you happy, let's do it.
My man, you look like you've been through the ringer. What's going on?
Oh, you have no idea, Mark. Life's been throwing curveballs at me left and right. I feel like I'm doing the cha-cha with misfortune.
The cha-cha of misfortune? That's a new one. What happened now?
Well, first, my car broke down. I tried to fix it myself, and now it's making a noise that sounds like a dying walrus. Then, at work, my boss thinks I'm a magician who can magically make deadlines disappear. It's a disaster zone.
Sounds like you were starring in a sitcom, not living a regular life. Have you considered a career change to stand-up comedy?
Hey, if I can find a way to monetize my misadventures, I might just do it. But seriously, it feels like I'm living in a universe where Murphy's Law is the only rule that applies.
Ah, the good old Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Classic. So, what's your game plan for turning this ship around?
Game plan? I'm thinking of officially becoming a hermit. No more cars, no more deadlines, and I'll just live in a cave, eat berries, and call it a day.
That's one way to do it. But have you considered I don't know, maybe fixing your car properly, setting realistic work boundaries.
Oh, Mr. Practical over here. Look at you with your sensible suggestions. But where's the adventure in that? I'm all about embracing the chaos and seeing where it takes me.
Fair enough. Just promise me you won't start wearing a loincloth in your cave. That might be taking the adventure a bit too far.
No promises, my friend. Desperate times call for desperate fashion choices.
First things first. It's all about having faith and trusting that you can overcome your current circumstances. The Bible often emphasizes the power of faith, and it's a crucial element in facing challenges.
Faith. Huh. I could use some of that right now. What's next?
Consider the principle of stewardship. In the Bible, there's this idea that we're stewards of what we've been given. That means taking responsibility for our resources, making wise choices, and being accountable for our actions. It's like managing what you have, no matter how little, with care.
So, I need to be a good steward of my resources. Got it. What else?
Hard work is another key principle. The Bible often talks about the value of diligence and putting in the effort. It's not just about waiting for things to get better. It's about actively working towards improvement. Proverbs 14:23 says, "In all toil, there is profit." In the Gospel of Luke, chapter 5, verses 1-11, the fisherman in question is Simon Peter, who later becomes one of Jesus Christ's 12 disciples. One day, Jesus was teaching by the lake of Gennesaret, also known as the Sea of Galilee, and a crowd had gathered around him. Seeing two empty boats by the shore, Jesus got into one of them, which belonged to Simon Peter, and asked him to push out a little from the shore. From the boat, Jesus continued teaching the crowd. After finishing his teaching, Jesus instructed Simon to go into deeper waters and let down the nets for a catch. Simon Peter, a seasoned fisherman, expressed his skepticism, explaining that they had toiled all night and caught nothing. Despite his doubts, he obeyed Jesus' command. When they cast the nets into the deep water, they caught such a large number of fish that the nets began to break. Simon Peter had to call for help from his partners, James and John, to bring their boat and assist in hauling in the incredible catch. The miraculous catch of fish left Simon Peter astonished, and he fell at Jesus' knees, saying, "Go away from me, Lord. I am a sinful man."
I've heard the saying, God helps those who help themselves. I guess this is along the same lines.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about generosity. It might seem counterintuitive when you're struggling, but giving back, even in small ways, can make a big difference. Luke 6:38 says, "Give, and it will be given to you."
Giving when I don't have much? That sounds challenging, but I'll trust the process. What's the last piece of advice?
Set goals. The Bible talks about the importance of planning and setting goals. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed." It's about having a vision for your future and working towards it.
That makes sense. I need to start thinking beyond just surviving each day.
Exactly. It's about building a foundation for a better future. Remember, it might take time, but with faith, hard work, generosity, and goal setting, you can overcome the difficulties you're facing.
I've tried, but it's hard to see beyond the stress.
I completely understand. In difficult times, I often find strength and guidance in the Bible. There's a verse that might resonate with you. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." It's a reminder to trust in something greater than ourselves and not carry the burden alone.
That's a beautiful verse, but how do I practically apply it to my work situation?
You know, when life gets tough, I often find solace in the stories of people in the Bible who faced immense challenges but found strength in their faith. One story that comes to mind is the story of Joseph. Joseph's life was marked by adversity right from the start. His own brothers were jealous of him and sold him into slavery. Can you imagine the emotional turmoil he must have gone through? Despite being sold into slavery and later falsely accused, Joseph held on to his faith and remained faithful to God. Even in prison, he interpreted dreams and showed unwavering trust in God's plan. Eventually, Joseph's situation took a positive turn when he was brought before Pharaoh to interpret a dream. He not only interpreted the dream accurately but also offered a wise solution to deal with an impending famine. Through a series of events, Joseph went from being a slave and prisoner to becoming a powerful leader in Egypt. It's a testament to how, even in the darkest of times, God can work in mysterious ways to bring about something good. The story of Joseph reminds me that even in the face of adversity, maintaining faith and integrity can lead to unexpected blessings. It's a powerful example of how challenges can be a stepping stone to greater things, as long as we hold on to our faith and trust in God's plan. So, whenever life gets tough, I find inspiration in Joseph's story. It encourages me to persevere, stay faithful, and trust that God has a purpose for every trial we face. Well, think about it as trusting that, even in the midst of challenges, there's a purpose and a plan for your life. It might involve seeking guidance, setting realistic goals, and taking one step at a time. Sometimes, the first step is acknowledging that you can't control everything.
That makes sense. I'll try to shift my perspective and trust that there's a purpose behind all of these.
I'm here for you, and remember, it's okay to ask for support from those around you. Together, we can work through this difficult time, and I believe you'll come out stronger on the other side.
Hey, Lisa, do you have a moment to talk? Bob and I have been going through a really tough time lately, and I could use some advice and support.
Of course, Alice. Calm down. I'm here for you. What's been going on?
Well, Bob has been facing a lot of challenges at work, and it's taking a toll on both of us. We're arguing more, and I feel like we're drifting apart.
I'm sorry to hear that. It's tough when external pressures affect a relationship. Have you been able to talk to Bob about what you're feeling?
I've tried, but he's so stressed that it's hard to get through to him. I just want to help him and make our relationship strong again.
I understand. You know, I believe in the power of mindset and how it can make a difference. Remember Proverbs 14:1? The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands, the foolish one tears hers down. Our attitudes can impact our homes.
Yeah, I want to be wise about this, but it's challenging.
Absolutely. Sometimes, it's about being a supportive partner. In Genesis 2:18, it says, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." You are meant to be Bob's helpmate. So, consider how you can support him during these tough times.
I do want to be there for him, but it's hard when we're both feeling the strain.
Have you thought about prayer? Philippians 4:6-7 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Trusting in God and seeking His guidance can bring a sense of peace and direction.
That's a good idea. I haven't been praying as much lately. I'll try to bring that back into our lives.
And forgiveness is crucial too. Colossians 3:13 says, "Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you." Holding on to grudges can create more distance. Forgiveness can be healing for both of you.
Thank you, Lisa. I really needed this perspective. I'll talk to Bob, and I'll keep these biblical principles in mind.
You're welcome, Alice. I'm here for you, and I believe in the strength of your marriage. With faith, love, and the right mindset, you two can overcome these challenges.
You know, it's incredible how much our mindset can shape our reality. I've been feeling stuck for so long, and it suddenly hit me. It's all in my head. The power of a positive mindset can achieve so much in life. I've spent so much time dwelling on the negatives, on what's not working, that I neglected the potential of what could be. It's time to change that. I need to shift my focus, embrace optimism, and believe that I can overcome whatever challenges come my way. Look at all the successful people out there. It's not that they didn't face obstacles, but they chose to approach them with a positive mindset. It's like that quote, "Your attitude determines your direction." I need to steer my ship toward positivity. I've been my own stumbling block for far too long. No more self-doubt, no more dwelling on failures. From now on, I'll focus on possibilities, on the potential for growth and success. Every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. Life is too short to be bogged down by negativity. I've got dreams, goals, and aspirations, and it's time to pursue them with a mindset that believes in their realization. It's amazing what a change in perspective can do. Positivity attracts positivity. I'm ready to embrace the opportunities that come my way, and with the right mindset, I can achieve more than I ever thought possible. It's time to write a new chapter, one where optimism and determination lead the way.
You know, Lisa was right. Building a home isn't solely the responsibility of my husband. It's something we should actively participate in, nurture, and create together. It's easy to get caught up in the routine, to expect my husband to handle everything. But a home is a shared space, a partnership. I need to contribute to its foundation, its warmth, and its strength. It's not about taking away from my husband's role. It's about complementing it. It's about being a support system, creating an environment where we both thrive, and our family flourishes. Lisa mentioned Proverbs 14:1, "The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands, the foolish one tears hers down." I don't want to be foolish. I want to be wise. I want to actively build a home filled with love, understanding, and partnership. It's time to take initiative, to invest in our home emotionally, spiritually, and practically. It's about creating an atmosphere of unity, where we both feel a sense of belonging and responsibility. I'll start by expressing my gratitude more often, by actively participating in decision-making, by creating a haven that reflects both of us. It's not about perfection. It's about progress and growth. Our home is a reflection of us, and I want it to be a place of joy, resilience, and shared responsibility. Lisa was right. It's time to build our home together.